Okay, team. In our last session, we discussed about how to create a sequential file, or we call as a plot file, or we can call as a transaction file. So today I'll create one more sequential file. So as a recap, so that it will become easy for you. Okay. After that, we'll discuss primary commands, line commands, and everything. So now I'll connect to the server. Continue trial 1, 2, 4, 7. Right. Okay. Let's write. Okay. How you can log in? Log on. Venkat A. Okay. Whichever ID I give. And I will enter the password. I enter the password. So type ISPF. So type ISPF. And you are on the ISPF. It is ISPF primary option menu. Okay. So now we open only one screen. Okay. We will discuss about screening and all like that later. Okay. If I, let's say team, now I am here. Okay. Now I am here. I want to open another screen. Okay. This screen should be opened like a tabs. Okay. Like a in the browser, we have a tabs, right? Like that. If you want to do that, start is the command we do it. PF show on. Okay, to display the function keys. To display the function keys. I hope you are able to hear me, right?
Yes, Venkat.
Yeah. You can see these are all the function keys. Now I will type start 3.4. Okay, start 3.4. So start means new screen. It will go to ISPF primary option menu. Let me type it. Now you see this is a screen one. I'll type it one more time. You can see screen 2. Okay. On the bottom, you can see these two options are there. Two screens are there. Okay. So how I'm repeating, start means it will go to ISPF primary option menu. 3 means I am selecting utilities. 4, new screen. Start 3.4. Hit the enter. Okay, like this. Now total 3 screens are there. Okay. Start means the previous screen remains the same. Previous screen remains the same. It does not close. It does not close. That is the behavior of that. Now, so I'll type Venkat A dot star. Star means it is going to list out all the data sets which are starting with high level qualifier Venkat A, then star. Enter. Okay. If I say A star, what does mean? list out all the data sets which are starting with high level qualifier Venkat A, and in the second qualifier first character should be A. We are filtering data sets. You can see total 13. Okay, you can see 13. Now I press F3. If I type A star, okay, the data sets which are starting with high level qualifier Venkat A, and it will show second qualifier should start with the double A. So you can see according to this matching, according to this pattern, there is only one file is existing. There is only one file is existing. I'll press F3. This is about how you can filter it. Okay. Now I will create a file. What I do, I'll create a file where I want to store customer number. It's 5 bytes. Customer name, 20 bytes. Customer address, 20 bytes. Customer balance, 8 bytes. Customer gender, 1 byte. So if you see total 54 is the record length. Okay. 54 is the record length. So I'm going to create one F9. Okay, by the way, I did not explain all the function keys right for you. Let me introduce them. So we already discussed about F3 very well, I guess. So now if you see page down, okay, actually in Windows, we have a page down, page up. So for page down, you have to press F8 function key. Okay. For page up, I have to press F7 function key. Now if you observe, there is nothing is there on the top. More plus. Plus means something is there in the bottom. Something you can see only some data on the screen. Something is on the bottom. How we can see the data on the bottom? Press F8. Okay. Press F8. I'll press F8. Now you can see there is something else you are able to see. This data you are able to see. Now, if you see minus, nothing is there in the bottom. If it is a bottom, something is there, you can see plus. If minus means something is there on the top, how I can see the top data? Press F7. Press F7. This is how you can delete. Okay. This is how you can delete. Now, if I want to see a right side data, okay. If I want to see the right side data, we use scroll right? You'll use mouse to scroll right. Here you press F11 to see the left side data and F10. Okay, F10. We'll discuss them in the further exam in further screens. Let me hit the enter. Now you can see that there is a right side, there is a data. By experience, you will get them. I'll press F11. You can see tracks 40% used, percentile used 77, extension to you press F11. You can see I'm pressing F11, DS dataset organization to see the attributes of the file. To see the attributes of the file, record format, record length, block size, like this, you can press F11. Okay, at the end, it will come like this. Again, press F10 to see the left side data. Press F10, press F10, like this, you have to press it. Okay, this is how you can handle them. So this is all about F10 and F11. Okay, right. So any queries so far?
No, sir.
Okay. Now I press F3. Okay. F3 to go back. I want to create a file. 3 utilities. 4, sorry, 2. 2 to allocate a file. And A. So I'm giving single quotes. We already discussed if I don't give dataset name in a single quotes, if you give the dataset in a single quotes, right? So Venkat A dot B23, your batch is B23, 23rd batch. Okay. Then TSO dot file 1. As I told you, okay, if you are using Venkat B, you have to use Venkat B ID. If you are using Venkat C, you are supposed to use Venkat C high level qualifier. Second qualifier should be your name, your name. So third, fourth, up from there, from third qualifier onwards is up to you. I will hit the enter button. Now you can see that we already spent in the last session almost 30 minutes. If you missed the Saturday session, I request you to please go back and try to understand by watching that video. So as I told you, the storage device is dash D, direct access storage device is divided into multiple volumes. You have to give volume serial. Okay. Device type
Sorry,
indicates
Mr. Venka,
on
can you come again,
storage.
please?
Yeah.
I did not understand your last statement. You said the direct volume at the.
Yeah, I got it. Got it. I'll repeat it. Okay.
All right, thank you.
So dash D direct access storage device. Okay. So in our hard disk, okay, for simple example, in our laptop, there is a hard disk. We will divide into C drive, 100 GB or 100 GB space with 100 GB space. You will divide into D drive, correct? With 50 GB. How you are dividing your storage device into C drive? Why you divided into C drive? Basically, we place all softwares, okay, software's installation locations in the C drive. D drive, we use to place the personal items or objects like educational, personal educational purpose. Maybe you will keep another E drive for entertainment stuff like videos, audios, and so on. This is something how you do in a Windows. Similarly, dash D is a storage device. Dash D is a storage device. We need to divide into volumes. Okay, it is going to divide into volume. So as I told you, if you take this is a storage device. Okay, if you take this is the storage device, you have to divide into multiple volumes. Okay, you have to divide into multiple volumes. So this is the volume 1, which are 10 GB, volume 2, some 100 GB, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5. It is to organize the data sets properly. How you have a drives to organize, to refer easily, correct? To take the backup easily, to recover the data properly easily. For that, we have a volume. You got the answer now? You got the clarity? Okay.
So
Yeah. This is all about volume. Okay. Now you know very well in mainframe there are two types of storage devices. What? How many types of storage devices? Two. What are those?
Tape
Dash
and
T
then
and
dash.
tap.
And
Yeah. So
dash
tape and dash D. Okay. Tape and dash D. So, okay, which one you want to store? Okay, you want to store on the tape or dash D, you have to specify accordingly. If you don't give the volume serial, if you don't use volume serial, okay, if you don't give the volume serial, by default, it will take the default volume serial. It will take the default volume serial. Okay, then, so when you're storing image, videos in your laptop, you know that video will take 100 GB, sorry, 2 GB. This particular movie will take 1 GB space, right? Means you have to allocate the space. You have to allocate the physical space, correct? So on this volume, you should specify, okay, for this particular data set, because in this data set, we are going to insert the data. How much data you are going to insert? 100 records, 100 bytes, 200 bytes, or 300 bytes? How much data you are going to insert? Okay. So join how much data you are going to store. So accordingly, you have to allocate. Let's say I want to store 10,000 bytes data. I'll give bytes. Okay, 10,000. So how much space we are allocating? 10,000 bytes. One minute, team.
hello.
Yeah, I am on mute. Okay, I am on mute.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, this is the 10,000 bytes. 10,000 bytes we are allocating for this particular file. This is the primary quantity. So additionally, as a buffer, I am going to store 2,000 bytes. Okay, I am going to store 2,000 bytes. Altogether, 12,000 bytes I am allocating for this particular file on this volume, meaning of it. So if I give a KB, don't give more space. So 12,000 KB space we are allocating for this file on this volume. That is the meaning of it. So how do I know which device is the generic unit? I no need to worry about it. Yes, you no need to worry about it. By default, it will be storage device dash D. Okay. Earlier, we used to store the data sets on the tape. Now we are storing most of them on the dash D only. So now I am giving bytes. So directory block indicates you can see the answer. You have to specify 0 for what? When you want to create a sequential file. Okay. Because the same screen we used to create a PDS, same screen we used to create a partitioned data set, and we are using for PS file. So 0 for sequential data set, then record format, fixed block. Okay. So what we have it? We have a record format, fixed block. So we will discuss about that. And record length in each record, in each row, collection of fields. Okay. We discuss, right? Record is nothing but collection of collection of fields are called as a collection of field called as a record. Okay. So I want to store which data, these fields 54. The block size give multiple of what is the block size? Multiple of multiple of record length. So which means that anything 1 into 54, 2 into whatever the value is coming, 3 into 54, 4 into 54, 5 into 54, anything which you can multiply, whatever the outcome. So like a 54, I can give 108, then result. These values, I can give 54, 108, whatever the result is coming, I can give in the block size. We'll discuss later. I'm giving 540 because 10 into 54, 540. This is something about it. I'll F8. I'll remove for physical sequential file. For physical sequential file, keep data set name is a blank. Okay. I will remove this is a blank. Keep it a blank. Hit the enter button. Enter. Hit the enter button. The file got created.
So what is the project group type is that? What is the name?
What is the mean? Sorry.
The project group type that
See,
ISPF.
see,
What?
this is a high level qualifier here. Second qualifier, third qualifier. You can give anything because instead of giving here, I can give like this also. B23. Okay, now this is a one qualifier. This is a second qualifier. I'll give TSO dot file 3. Okay, F1, 2. This is one, I'll give 13A, enter. Okay, when you are giving enter, ensure that the cursor should be A, allocate.
Okay.
A, enter. It is coming to here.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask about if you have a data set to where the file is going to grow, a sequential file, say for example, but let's say a log file that keeps growing over time. How do we set the size of the file while creating the file?
Can you please repeat? I understood partially.
Okay, so I was asking if maybe we created a program and then it requires a log file that keeps track of events happening on the application. So we needed to create a sequential file that hosts the logs. How do we set the size, given that we have to set the primary and the secondary to where we don't run out of storage for the data coming in?
Yeah, see, you have to give is a mandatory. Okay, it is a mandatory to create a file with the primary secondary quantity. So without that, you cannot do it. So to answer your question in a detailed way, in mainframe, once you create a sequential file or partition data set, VSAM file, all types of files should be created with a data, some space. So once the file is created with the space, you cannot change it. You cannot alter it. You cannot modify it. Okay. Then we have a alternative solutions for that we will discuss later. Okay. For your question, the answer is no. We have to specify primary quantity, secondary quantity. As you mentioned, the data can grow. Okay. Because today our business is very less. Okay. Our business is very less. Our customers are less. But that our business, that is not the always the case, right? Okay. That is not the always,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
So it
definitely.
might, it will be growing. That time we have to take a backup. You have to create a new file, copy that. You have to do all of them.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Hi, Venkat. Sorry, I missed in between. I got a little late. What about that volume serial? It will be given by the admin or like,
Yeah, admin will give us. Okay, we cannot create our own volume serial.
okay,
Whatever the admin is given, we have to give it.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Major will discuss difference between fixed block and variable block later. Let's proceed further. Okay. So there are few things I have to discuss. Today, what I am discussing is creation of the file again and again. Okay. Right. Okay. So then a file is got created. Right. So I will press F3. I'll press F3. Now I have to see the data sets which I created. I will go with the 4, serial 4, hit the enter button, and Venkat A, I am going to type B23. I know second qualifier. Assume that I don't know other qualifiers. Then give like this. We can see that today we created file 2. This is the one. Someone asked the question about project and all. According to that, I created. This is the second one I created. Okay. So these three, first two, you can ignore them. How I can delete the file? Just before, this is called line command. Okay. On the screen. And here I'll upload the link video. You guys can watch it. So on the screen, okay, the primary commands are few are there. Okay. So we don't discuss much here, primary commands. Then line commands. So we have something called refresh. Okay, this is something called refresh the page. If you delete the file in the laptop bundle, you refresh it, right? So that you can see the final results. You can see the final results of the deletion. Okay, then you can type data sets. Okay, I'll say F. I'll copy this file name just if I know that to check whether it is there or not. Yeah. So what is that? Find, give within a single quotes data set name. Because why this is required team, I'll tell you. I'll press F3. Now I will go give star. Now you can see there are 196 data sets. In real time, more than 200, 300 data sets will be there. Correct? So we cannot press F8 like this I can do. It will bring the data set to the top. You can see the data set is going to come to the top. Venkat A B23 dot TSO F12A. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, it is.
So this is a
Request.
find command. Okay. Now I'll press F3. B23. Now if I can refresh it. Yeah, I did not do anything. Yeah, go on mute everyone. Yeah. Just click on refresh. Later you will get to know. Now, hey Venkat, you created the file. Is it a sequential file? Is it a partition data set? How do I know? You type I per information to see, like I means information to see the attributes of the file. Yes, also show the information or rename. D delete a file. Okay, like this, so many are there. You can give a slash to see lot of options. Okay, just I'll type slash anywhere in this highlighted area. Okay, you see that enter slash to select action. Click on slash enter, click on the enter button. You can see them. So you can type, I listed only few, total 26 are there. We don't use all of them. We don't use all of them, by the way. We'll be using only few of them. Okay. You see that 182 view, browse. We will discuss all options eventually later. I'll press F3. Now, if I type I here, I can type I, hit the enter button. You can see volume serial. We did not give device type, but it took the default one. Then organization, PS. Then record format, fixed block, record length, 54, the block size, 540. And when it got created, you can see attributes of the file. Okay. So since it's PS file, I can see organization is PS. Press F7, F8. Okay, you see the plus F8. Now you see minus F7 to see the top data. I'll press F3 to go back. Now I can type I, but we will discuss differences between I and S later. Today you don't understand much. Okay, today you don't understand much, but you'll discuss later. We will discuss that later.
Hi, Venkat. Yeah, just to I have a question on the naming convention for dataset file. The let's say, for example, I'm working on the DBA side of an application, so I needed a file to have an extension SQL. Is there do the qualifiers? Do I have to put SQL on the qualifiers to show it's a SQL file? And also managing data sets in between tape and DAS-D. I think you said that DAS-D is very costly and we have to manage data on how do we move data in between tape and DAS-D to where we don't, files that are frequently used could be on DAS-D and those that are not frequently used could be moved to tape.
Yes, I agree with you that, okay, it happens sometimes we move data from tape to dash D to tape. That happens. But though, so I did not say it is a costly dash D. Okay. I said that it is good in the performance dash D compared to tape because dash D and tape by default mainframe is IBM is providing. So we are not paying additional amount for that.
So,
Okay.
Mr. Venkat,
Anyone wants to add in? Yeah. Go
Mr.
ahead.
Venkat, uh, in addition to the question the mother asked, is location, uh, I mean, data set location. If, for example, if you have a PAMLib data set location on this job server, if I want to do migration from either a sequence or to a particular set, is location or storage and location, storage and volume determinants to this migration?
Can you please repeat?
I said, in addition to it, what you talked about,
Yeah.
looking at data sets, for example, in this volume serial, and I'm asking that is location. Now, looking at a PAMLib data set,
Palmlib
if
or
you,
primary.
yes, a primary, yeah, data
Primary
set,
quantity, primary quantity.
yeah, primary quantity, is
Yeah, you
location
have
in
to
the,
see, no, you have to use right word because to get it a proper sync, use right word. Otherwise, my assumption might be something different. So yeah, go ahead.
okay, okay,
Mhm.
a primary data set, right? So
It's a
is a
primary
loc
quantity, right? No, you're saying primary quantity.
exactly primary quantity in the data set.
Mm.
Is volume and location a determinant to migration? That's my question.
Yeah. Can you frame it again? Sorry. Okay. There is a challenge for me to understand. Okay. Anyone understood?
Um,
Anyone can reiterate from others Indian. Otherwise, you're good to go. Repeat.
okay. Can I continue now?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I said in addition to him, what he mentioned is like a data set. For example, in the volume type, when you said that is probably the volume and probably is expensive. But what I'm saying is, if we have a primary data set, that's why I use the word family, but you corrected me. Like if you want to do data migration, is volume, uh, data set, and location are they determinants to that in migration?
Mm. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I understood by the way partially. Okay, but I'll try to answer it. Maybe what from my understanding, maybe you get the answer. So for better clarity, right? Primary quantity, secondary quantity, and it is not going to differentiate between your tape or dash T or migration. Okay. It's a basically it is a space you are allocating. Okay. And volume serial also does not play crucial role while you are migrating. In the sense, wherever, see, if you are using this file name anywhere, you are talking about a migration, whether you're talking something else, you have a provision to specify the volume serial. Okay. In some scenarios, even without specifying the volume serial, you can able to copy them. But as you mentioned, in few situations, it is a mandatory for us to specify the volume serial. Except those scenarios, we generally don't use volume serial anywhere. Okay.
Okay.
And
And
you can
Venkat,
have your own volume serial. Yeah. We can have our own volume serial, which means that our V means administrator can have their own any volume serial, nothing wrong. And coming to the dataset name, you can give any dataset name as your wish, but in the project, we might be following some standards. Okay. So as he mentioned, we keep all SQLs with the .SQL. COBOL programs, we will keep .COBOL source lib. Then obviously your ID will come and other qualifiers will come. Qualifier 1, qualifier 2, all will come. But we specify like this. Why? Because to understand it is a COBOL program. We db2.src lib. We do that way also. Later stage. We are also going to follow the same standard. Yeah, Karthik, you want to add anything?
Not at all.
Yeah,
But I
go
think
ahead.
I understand. No, not at all. I think I'm a bit clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we created the file. Now I press F3, by the way. I create the file. Now I can do the same. Type slash enter. Which number I have to use for information? 7, right? Just I type 7 here. Type 7. Hit the enter button. Okay, whichever the number you want to execute. So type that. Hit the enter button. You will get the same result.
Yeah, hi Venkat.
Yeah.
So whether the file is created PS or PDS, it's completely depend on directory block, right? If we give a directory block is 0, it means PS.
Yeah, we have to
If
give
we give
yes, directory block and PDS.
okay, we have to mention as PDS as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, team, press F3. And if I want to rename the file name, type R, hit the enter button, click on enter button, and this is the old file name. I want to rename like this. So you don't need to override everything. Venkat A B23 dot so TSO dot file 3. File 3. hit the enter button, it is going to renamed. You see, there is a message, we can see it got renamed. But what you can do, refresh. You can refresh it. This is the usage of refresh. Okay, team. So this is something about rename. How I can delete it? Let me delete this file. Okay. So type D, hit the enter button. It is asking, hey, confirm delete. Okay. Press enter button to confirm the delete. The dataset will be deleted uncatalogued. Okay. It is going to delete it uncatalogued. Okay. So it is going to delete as simple as almost permanent. Okay. Enter. File got deleted. But still I can see that file, right? So for that, I have to use refresh. I have to use refresh. How I can delete the file? So type D, hit the enter button. And if you want to press cancel, you can press, let's say I don't want to delete now. You can type cancel command here, enter. Or press F12. Okay, press F12 function key. Press F12. So this is something about it. Any queries, team?
Yeah, quick one. Sorry, did you have to copy the file to another? Maybe we have a file. How to create a backup of the file? I mean, can we use copy to where we have?
Yeah, we will discuss that. We will discuss later.
Okay.
Okay, so today we are discussing information, share, show, or rename, T for delete. Okay, later we will discuss rest of them. Now what I want to do, team, I want to insert the data. According to which structure, this is the structure. I want to insert the data in a file, in a sequential file. Open the file. Opening in an edit mode. So type E, edit mode. So E means edit mode. E means edit mode. So type, hit the enter button. Click on enter button. Type reset. Okay. On the screen, commands, line commands are different. On the screen, this is inside the file. Very, very important. Inside the file. It can be a PS. It can be a member of the PDS. So line commands are same and primary commands are different. Okay. What I discussed there, whatever I discussed here, all may not work inside the file. That's why I am explicitly telling that inside the file. Any command to delete the multiple files? No, you have to use something differently. I guess you would have not got unit is not mounted, Daniel. You would have got something else. When you get that, you can send me the screenshot. Okay, you can send me the screenshot of that error, Daniel C. Right. So I'm going to explain you the line commands now. So reset is the primary command. So primary command means whatever you type on the command line, type reset. So anyway, this is called line. How many stars are there? 6 stars are there. Anywhere you can type. I means insert. I means insert. Okay, insert to okay, what is the insert of insert? To insert the row. insert the row. Now I want to insert the data, right? Customer number. I will give C001 name Venkat. See, first 5 bytes. Okay, this is you have to take care. Mainframe will not take care. Mainframe will not take care. Customer number 5 bytes. Customer number 5 bytes. So at any cost, if I insert only 3 characters for the customer number, it doesn't matter for you. Your name should start from the 6th column. Okay, name should start from where? 6th column. Why it is a 6th column? Because first 5 bytes is for the customer number. What you can do, team, you can type a calls, okay, on the command line calls to see the column numbers. So to see the column numbers, you can use calls. I'll come back to this again. Calls. Now first column, 2nd byte, 3rd byte, 4th byte, 5th byte, 5 to 10 plus 15 to 20. After 2 plus is there 25. Then 3, 30. After 3 plus is there 35. Then it's a 40, 45. In between them, you can see 4. In between plus and number, you see 4, 4, 4. Okay. So this is a columns to know on which column you are typing. That is a column level. Now you see that customer number, as I said, whether you are inserting one column in the customer number, one only, doesn't matter. You should not type anything in the first 5 bytes. It should be customer number. Dedicatedly, you have to allocate for that. Name should start from here, right? So name should start from here. So I will give Venkat. I'll give Venkat. Venkat is what? 20 bytes. So address should start from at any cost 26th column. Why? Because first 5 bytes occupied by the name and number. Next 20 bytes occupied by name. Number, name. 25 bytes already occupied. Ideally, address should start from 26. So 2, 5, 25. Here is a 26. I will say India. As I am from India, I am typing as India. Then balance should start from which column now? You guys tell me. Whoever new to mainframe, you guys can give me the answer.
$45, $46.
47.
34.
46th.
46 only.
So 20, 20, 40, 45, 46. Okay, 46th. So I'll go there, 46. By default, some numbers are generating. Okay, in the last 8 positions, by default, numbers are generating. Okay, so I will use num of. I will use num of to remove the numbers. Type num of and after that remove it explicitly. So to eliminate the defaults
You said num. You said num key, right?
num of, no, num of.
Sorry, I
Type
missed
num
that.
space of.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell
Num
you.
of.
Now I'll type I'll type I to, okay, Daniel and Mexico. Can you notice? Are you getting last 8 digits now? No, I will save it. Save is the command to save the data. What is the command is used to save? Save is the command to save the data. Right? This is how you can insert the data. Now, and balance should start from 46, right? So I will give dollars 4,000, $5,000. Then gender should start from where? So 5 plus 20, 25. Then 5 plus 20 plus 20, 45, 53. So it should start from
53.
54th column. Okay. Because till 50th, 53rd column occupied by customer balance, all these three fields. So I will give male, and I will give spaces manually, then give uh, male, and save it once you do the changes. So if you don't insert it properly, then your program is not going to work as expected. The program is not going to work as expected. Okay, team. So tomorrow we will discuss little bit more. Okay, don't disconnect, be in the call. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss little bit more about it. Now, how to log out properly? So type equal X once, one screen over, equal X to close the another screen, and equal X close the third screen rather than pressing F3. Enter. You can type either 3 or 2. I'm typing it 2. Hit the enter button. Type log off. Type log off. Hit the enter button. Logged off. This is a proper logout. Okay. This is the proper logout. Is it clear?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
So sorry,
Now,
sorry, a question. I think when you were editing the data set, you were moving with, is it possible to move with tab, or we have to use the space bar to move from a column to another?
okay, better to use spaces. Sometimes it works. Okay. You can do without space, entering the space.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so when you typed in the details within the file, I saw the characters were exactly 8 before the customer gender. Must it be completely 8? Like there will be no space between the balance and the gender? Must it be like together, clustered together like that?
You're talking about balance? Are you
Yes.
talking? Yeah. So you have
When you
to, yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay, I got it. Let me do login to tell you. Okay. It's a very good question, by the way. Okay. Um, Let me tell you. I'll type. I'm going to 3.4 quickly. File 1. See, I hope you're talking about this one, right? Are you asking?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah, this is very, very important. Okay. It's a very good question, in fact. Okay. In the COBOL program, ideally we have to calculate only with these spaces, right? So you tell me, calculating with this way is better, 5,000 and giving spaces. Now I'm going to give like this. So, okay, yeah, M is only for your understanding, by the way. Okay, ignore about M, male or like that. Now I can do easily calculation with this because 8 bytes is a numeric. Calculation can be done without any compatibility issues. Can I do calculation with spaces? No, because while I am reading the data from the file in the COBOL program, it is going to read 8 positions. So when you are reading 8 positions, the space is also going to come. when the spaces are coming, can I do the calculation with the spaces? No. Is it clear? So it is a, for all numerics, okay, you should prefix with the zeros according to the number which you want. $600 means better I'll give like this. Okay. $1,000 means like this. Did you understand? So for numbers, you have to prefix with the zeros, whereas a characters suffix with the spaces. What is that? Prefix, suffix. You got it right? I hope you understood. You got the answer.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Venkat. Like last at the end of the dollar amount, you have specified EM, right? Hmm.
It's not
VSAM.
actually it's a gender. Okay, it's a gender.
Oh, okay.
It's not a dollar actually. It's a
Okay.
gender.
Understood.
Because in my balance, my intention is nowhere I want to specify dollar and all. Now this is the one record. This is the second record. Okay. This is the record one. This is the record two, guys.
Hi, Venkat.
Yeah.
This is just a scenario which we are following to insert data, right? If I want, I can add customer number with bytes of 7 to 8 bytes, right?
Now, if you insert, then how we know what is the length of your customer number? In mainframe, you should have proper length. Okay. If you keep 5 bytes, if you insert 7, if it is keep varying, we cannot recognize. No? We should have some pattern, right? If there is no pattern that your customer length is at 10, you can keep 8, no problem. But it should be fixed.
Okay.
Because while I am reading, do I need to read to, how do I know? Okay. Because there is no indicator for us, right?
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, team. White. Okay. People who are from okay, whoever got the mainframe ID, you guys, you are good to leave. So far, who did not get Mexico, Nigeria, and whoever did not get the ID so far, like either Femi referred you or Tony would have referred you. Okay. So for you, IP address is different. Okay. For you, IP address is different, guys. I will send an email to you. Okay. The IP address is different for you. The IP address is different to you. And IDs also, you will get it. Okay. Yeah, Maxwell and all. Today, you see, you got a one mail now. The people who got a mail, guidelines mail.
Yes, we got it.
Yeah. Around 20 email IDs I got it. All those 20 people going to get the IDs, but still there is a formality is pending from your end. Okay. The respect to your manager, whoever it is, I don't know. So still there is a formalities. Once the formalities are done, but I'm trying to give an ID. Okay. If time permits, I'll give you the ID. Okay. So most probably you'll get it soon. You start practicing immediately.
So are we getting it today?